Woods Road. Today I'm hanging out with my sister Mo.
Hey everybody.
And we are going to be doing another nerdy nummies. If you can't tell, we're dressed up even. We did the pink, we did the green. Little did I know that those were going to be Wicked colors when I was designing the film studio.
It's kind of perfect. You have the green cabinets, you have the pink flowers.
These are cakes that need to be made in this kitchen. So in honor of the new movie, Wicked, we're going to be making not one, but two princess cakes for these two witches. I'm in green, so I'm trying to channel my inner Elfie.
And I'm wearing my pink and my gold and my
Those are really
little
cute.
earrings
I
to
love
channel
those.
my inner Glinda.
So for anyone who hasn't seen Wicked, Molly's gonna really quick break it down for us, all right? She's gonna give us the whole story, the whole drum,
Yeah.
verbatim, off of her memory. Let's go, Molly.
Part
Keep
2
up.
isn't out, but I'm gonna give you a spoiler.
Give it to me.
Elphaba has true witch powers.
Whoa,
She's jealous.
whoa.
She gives her an ugly hat to try to make fun of her, and she wears it, but then she feels bad, and then they become friends. And then she has a thing with her boyfriend, and then she essentially helps kill her sister. So
That escalated quickly. Let's get started. Okay, so the first step to make our princess cakes is we gotta make some cakes. So we're gonna be showing you how to make a delicious vanilla cake recipe, and we're gonna be doing this twice, but I'm just gonna walk you through once how to do it, because we're gonna make one that's pink and one that is green. All right, so Molly's gonna start us off. You guys know what to do. If you're little bakers, you know that you're gonna start with your dry ingredients. So in front of Mo, what do you got over there?
we have our flour, baking powder, and salt. And so we're just gonna mix those together
Yep.
and whisk it together until it's combined, and then set it off.
Who's this?
Hey.
A little baker? Yes. So you just whisk those together in a large mixing bowl. The larger the better, because you'll get a lot of like flour poof everywhere. So just mix those up, set it off to the side. While Molly's mixing that up, I am going to start creaming together the butter and sugar. I like to do this in an electric stand mixer because you have to mix it for like 5 to 8 minutes. So if you do it by hand, my arm gets a little tired. We got the little paddle attachment. Okay, so we're gonna put in 3 sticks of butter, and this is room temperature. You don't want your butter to be cold from the fridge, and you also don't want it to be melted. That's not the right consistency to cream together your butter and sugar. Oh.
Get it in there. Get it
It's
in
a lot
there.
of butter.
Yeah.
Love it. Pour in the sugar. Boop. I've got some vanilla extract. Yum. Almond extract. Boop. A nibble of pink food coloring.
For your beautiful pink cake.
Molly's excited. Oh wait, can I give you this?
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, just,
No.
yeah.
Now we're gonna cream together the butter and sugar and all of our extras.
Well, you're supposed to scrape down the bowl with it. Like
What?
You're still gonna need to use it when you scrape the bowl.
Yeah, but I just meant, can you hold it while I do that? Now cream together your butter, sugar, and extra yummies on a medium speed for about 5 to 8 minutes. You just want to keep mixing till it's very light and fluffy. Wait, Molly, did you say salty when you put in the salt? Well, you better fake it right now. Salty. Nice, Molly. Wait, oh my gosh, you have dye on your nail. Oh no, your French tips. You have Glinda dye. Molly's gonna do that, and I'm gonna mix it up over here. All right, let's get it going. 5 to 8 minutes till it's light and fluffy. Whoa, okay, yeah, start on a low speed and then work your way up to a medium. It's a very full bowl. Once you've creamed together the butter and sugar, now we're gonna add our eggs. Molly, can you hold this?
I will.
Wow, look at that. Look at that, chef. All right, so we're gonna add all these eggs, and then we're just gonna partially mix it. Not fully incorporated, just whip it up a bit. Break some yolks, you know what I mean? Okay, so let's lock this
Crack
down.
a yolk.
Crack a yolk. Boop. All right. There, see, it's not like well mixed. This is perfect. I'll just scrape down the sides, and then we're gonna add everything together. Okay, so now we have our butter mixture. We have our dry ingredients and some milk. So we're gonna alternate adding the dry ingredients and the milk, starting and ending with dry to the butter mixture. Eyeball it, that's about 1/3.
Yeah, looks great.
Yeah, okay. Molly, do you want to give it a quick mix with that?
Sure.
And then we'll put it back on here. I just like to do the first one here because it's this is a lot of batter. To make a princess cake, it's 3 cakes. So the amount of cake batter that we're making is for basically 3 pans. It's a lot. All right, boop, mix it up. On a low speed, you can add half the milk, scrape it down, add the second third of flour, then add the rest of the milk, and lastly, the last of the flour. Once you're done mixing, we're just gonna scrape down the sides to make your batter nice and even, and we're gonna fill our princess pan. Okay, the batter is ready, and we have greased and lined our princess pans. These are the princess pans that we made with Wilton, so if you don't have one of these, that's okay. We've also made the princess cakes before we developed these, so we just used a big heat-safe glass bowl for the rounded top, and then some regular pans for the bottom. And then we just cut out a hole once the cakes had baked. But these, they're just ready to go, you guys. I absolutely love these pans. You guys loved them too. Molly, I'm gonna need your help with this one. So we gotta do teamwork.
I got you.
All right, so with these two smaller pans, you guys know you fill them halfway. And with this bigger pan, you do about 75% of the way. Oh, that's a nice thick batter.
There.
Oh, that's great. Okay, yeah, we'll start there. We're just gonna eyeball it. And then let's scoop some in here. Thanks, Molly.
Got you.
This is great. Great. Just avoid the hole. We do not want to get the batter in there. That's gonna go straight on your countertop.
All right, the batter is poured in the pans, and now you're gonna heat your oven to 325 and bake your smaller ones for about 30 minutes and your larger one for about 40. They can all go in the oven at the same time, and just bake them until a toothpick comes out clean in the center, and the bigger one usually takes a little bit longer.
I'm so impressed, Molly. Yeah, these ones take about 30 minutes. This takes about 40 minutes.
All right, our cakes are all baked and have had plenty of time to cool, and now it's time to stack.
I'm just excited. In front of us, we have got cake plates. So whatever you want to serve this cake on, I would get it ready, whether it's a plate, a cake stand, whatever you want. And we've got turntables. It really helps with icing, makes it look more profesh. And then both of us have huge piping bags filled with American buttercream icing. This recipe is in my 4 buttercream icing video, so I'll link down to that below. Really easy, standard American buttercream. Mine's just colored a little green, yours is a little pink. So we're just gonna put a little bit of icing down on the plate so that our cake will stick. It doesn't need to look pretty, just a little bit. Then you're gonna take your cake, flip it upside down, whoosh, so that the flattest part is facing up. Then we're just gonna ice in between the cake layers. So I like to do a little outline all the way around and then fill it in.
Oh, I see what you're doing. I'm doing just like a sunflower thing going on here.
And flip them upside down once again.
Boom.
Boom, line it up.
Get on there.
Okay,
Woo.
perfect. Nice. Ice them and stack them. Great, 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 great.
Okay, now for the top.
Boop, line it up.
Boom, baby. All right, the cakes are stacked, and now it's time to insert our dolls.
All right, we've got our dolls in there, and we've even put up the hair. Molly, nice job. We used a
Hair out of the
little
way.
like food-safe plastic wrap. For my cake, I'm gonna take it off the turntable because I'm gonna do a little bit of carving. So at the top, you'll see this circle, and I just used a large circle cookie cutter, like a jumbo one, and I put it around, put like an impression in, and I'm gonna use that as a guide. And I'm basically gonna carve the first 2 layers of cake, leaving the bottom cake as is. This is just gonna shape her dress to be more slender because in the movie and the doll, her dress is a little bit more form-fitting, where Molly has like a gown.
Yeah, this is like a full-out ball gown for Glinda.
So we're gonna just carve this cake, but this cake, we're gonna leave it as is, Molly, because we want that big, beautiful dome. We want the poofy dress. We want the gown look. You just start with a little bit, work your way down, and to carve, I really like to use a large serrated knife. It's the knife with the little teeth in it. You know, for like cutting bread, cutting cakes, it just makes it a lot easier. Also, pro tip, the colder your cakes are, the easier they are to carve. So just keep carving all the way, boop, 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 around. As you can see, my cake is all carved. She's got her hands in the air like she just don't care, and Molly is doing something really, she's like this.
Just keeping it level, like,
So now we're gonna fill in and frost.
All right.
So we've got some more buttercream, and we're just gonna fill in any of the little gaps or holes. So like Molly's, there's a lot.
Yeah. Wow.
That sounded
Wow.
mean. No, I'm just trying to help you.
I'll fill them in.
Okay, you fill them in, and then we're just gonna ice the whole thing. And you don't need to worry about it being perfect. You just want a good layer on there because we are going to let them chill and then cover with fondant. Really move all these crumbs. Sorry. Having a really crummy day.
Are you? I'm having a great day.
No, actually, I'm having a good day. I was just trying to make a crumb joke. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? I can just clean it up.
Yeah, because we're frosting the whole thing.
You're not gonna learn this technique on any other baking channel, okay? This is called bagpiping. You just stick your piping bag underneath your armpit like you're playing a bagpipe and squeeze with your armpit.
It is a bag and a pipe technique.
It is a bag and a pipe technique. It's great. Okay, I gotta focus now. I gotta get my bagpipe in position.
I don't know what method this is.
These are looking good. We're gonna continue to smooth our icing, and I'm telling you, this turntable is a game changer.
Incredible.
You just put gentle pressure with an offset spatula, gentle pressure, and just spin, 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 and these cakes look professional.
All right, our cakes have chilled, and now it is time to put our fondant dresses on. I have this pink fondant over here, and then because her gorgeous, like,
Gown.
iconic bubble gown is a couple different layers, we have a couple different templates over here.
Making these templates is a really good idea because when you're working with fondant, you don't have to do any guesswork. You can just roll it out and cover it and go with the flow. But if you have like a vision, basically we're treating these cakes like we would make clothes. For her dress, we're gonna do purple dress, black cape. So those are the colors of fondant that I have. We're keeping them wrapped up so that they're nice and moisturized so they don't dry out. For her outfit, she has two templates. So we have this one for the purple dress and her cape. Now we are going to roll out our fondant pretty thin. We want about 1/8 of an inch. It's pretty skinny. And we're gonna cut out our templates.
And make some pretty dresses.
Yeah, and I want to do them one at a time because I don't want the fondant to dry out.
Great
Because we
idea.
want to keep it moisturized. So we'll probably decorate one cake and then the other.
Okay.
We rolled out the purple fondant and I did a rough cut. It's not perfect yet, but we're going to do that after. So first, we have these really cool textured silicone molds, and these are from Amazon. I found these on Amazon, and basically it's a wood design. I thought that this would be a really similar texture to the doll's dress. We're just gonna gently press it. Molly, don't press it all the way down, just enough where it's gonna create the lines. And then once we've got all the texture in there, then we're gonna cut out the exact shape. We've gone over it once, we're gonna do once more just so that we don't get these harsh kind of like board
Lumber
lines.
lines?
Yeah, so it doesn't look like
It's more like fabric versus lumber.
our floors. Yeah, so it doesn't look like we're walking around on wood floors here, you know? So
Yeah.
just like pick a little section and then put some pressure on top. So we'll kind of disconnect those harsh lines. So we're all done with the texture. It's looking good. Cut out the exact template shape.
Just a little cutting knife.
And I decided wanted to make it a little bit easier, so I also cut it right down the middle. So we're gonna attach the skirt or the dress in two parts. We're gonna start with the back. So I'm just gonna pick up one of these. Okay, Molly, I'm gonna start first. And the important thing is just line up the bottom. So just eyeball it, look at the bottom of the cake, and we're just gonna line up our fondant on the bottom. It's movable, it's a little forgiving. We can, oh, forgive me. Oh, forgive me. Elfie, forgive me. Oh, here we go. Is this why we're starting on the back?
Yep. Get a little practice.
It's called a warm up.
Get a little practice.
Yeah, and don't
Here.
worry about the excess fondant on the top because we're gonna use scissors, we're gonna cut it. So just really focus on lining up the fondant at the bottom of the cake, like her dress down here, and gently pressing up. So we don't wanna lose that texture. Okay, here it goes, Molly. This is the front, this is
Okay.
the front, this is where we're
This
hoping.
is the money.
Don't worry about the seam line either. Again, we're gonna take a small sharp cutting knife, little scissors, and we're gonna cut off the excess. Just make sure it's lined up at the bottom and we're gently pressing it against the cake so it stays. All right, we've got the first part of her dress on. I love working with fondant because look, it's still soft, like squishy, and that's why you wanna do it one at a time so that you have that forgiveness of time. Because look, if you cut something and it's a little off, you can just smush it together. It's still flexible and bendy. So that's what we did. We took off the excess and you can see at the top, it's not perfect, but that's okay. We're gonna cover it with another layer. I'm gonna set this off to the side and let this like firm up a little bit, and then Molly, we're gonna work on your cake.
Gonna do Glenda.
Yeah, we're gonna do that dress.
Okay, so this we laid out and we cut and we put it on big straws to make it kind of wavy, and we're gonna hopefully keep it a little wavy because her big balloon dress is kind of poofy.
Molly, this is looking amazing. I love it. I see the ruffles. This is a really cool technique Pro tip, if you want to create waves with fondant, you can take large, these are like boba straws. Look how cool this is. And then it sets, gives it a little impression.
All right, now this is the second layer. Same technique with the big tube straws. And we're just gonna put it around the top, and you get that side, I'll get this side. You just kind of put it down the middle.
That's kind of tricky. Okay, so we've got her really fancy gown, and now we're gonna create the bodice, and we're doing this with another little template. Molly, this is it.
Yep, measured it out to go across the top, just like Ariana's dress.
And it's gonna wrap around like that.
Yeah, so we cut out the piece and we attach two little kind of like ruffle pieces around it. And then you just brush it with a little bit of water.
And you wrap it around. And if you guys wanna know how to make this little ruffle piece, so easy, you just take a little bit of fondant, you place it on top of this. It's a really soft foam like pad mat, and there's a little ball roller. You can use the big end or the small, and you just kind of roll the top of it, and it spreads it really thin, and it kind of looks like lacy. It's really cute. You can use this for a whole bunch of things. And then do the other side.
Side.
Yes.
Press it up a little bit more to get a little bit more shape.
Oh my gosh, wow. You guys, look how cute that is.
Now it is time for the top skirt. We have much smaller kind of like C's cut out. That'll just go around the waist. Yeah, exactly. Kind of like that, the little poofs on the side. So we have these taken out, and we're gonna use the ruffles that are kind of already in the pattern. Put a little bit of water outside of it.
Just be careful, Molly, your nails.
I know, and then just
be careful because they're long now. Usually Molly's got short nails, so it's perfect for baking and decorating, but her and I both have a little bit longer nail.
Of course I do longer nails on the day I'm working with fondant.
And we're not used to them either. This is looking so good. We've got the main features on Molly's cake. Now we're gonna bring my cake back out, and we've got to put the top skirt on my cake.
She needs a top skirt.
All right, now it's time to make her top. So we've got a couple more pieces of fondant to make her top. She's got a long sleeve top. It's a little bit more tricky. We're gonna use a little bit of water. So we've got 2 squares and then 2, they're kind of like tapered longer rectangle pieces for her shirt. So this one's really easy. We're just gonna take a little bit of water, boop, boop, and I'm just gonna paint it on the back of the fondant to get it nice and tacky. Okay, just a little bit. We don't want it to be too mushy. Now I'm gonna carefully pick this up. We want those lines to be going up and down, and I'm just gonna gently, oh my gosh, yes.
Make sure to get it against her so that you're not adding weight with the extra fabric.
Okay, now I'm gonna flip her around. We're gonna do her sleeves last. Now we're gonna do her back. Here we go, here we go. We're gonna do the pinch, and I'm feeling it. Oh my gosh, Molly, she's coming together.
Love it.
Okay, I'm gonna cut off the excess because there's a lot. She's looking so good. Cut off the excess. Now we're gonna do the same thing for her sleeves. We're gonna put a little water on the back, wrap them around, connect them, cut off the excess. Just remember, they're like rectangles, but slightly like wider at this end.
Thicker.
So it's like a little like witchy, like tapered.
So it has that loose kind of look at the end.
Yes. Okay, here we go, everybody. We're wrapping. And this is a good time to place her arms where you want them to land because the fondant is gonna dry and harden. So
yeah, so like
just
right now
pinch
you
it
can
together. Yeah, make sure she can hold her broom.
Yeah, that should be perfect.
Okay, great. Most of the fondant is done. I'm gonna be doing her like little top skirt and cape last. Now we're both gonna be adding some decoration details. So I'm gonna walk you through what I'm gonna do. It's really simple, and then Mo's gonna walk you through what she's doing over here, which is so cool. I love this. So in here I've got a little purple luster dust and a little brush right here. You're just gonna take a little bit on the brush, just gonna boop, okay, make sure it's not too much. And then I'm just gonna paint on, boop, 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 and it can be spotty, that's okay. Just some sparkles, some little edible luster. And I'm just gonna put this all over because it's really not gonna stand out. I wanted there to be shimmer on the dress, but I didn't want it to be the main focus. I wanted it to just be a layer of it, like it's embedded in it. So that's what we're doing here. So I'm just gonna keep painting some sparkles all over, and then once it's covered in sparkles, I've got a little bit of food coloring here and another brush, and I'm just gonna paint on top of it to be like black.
Yeah,
so you're gonna
to be
see
like the black
details. It's gonna look like kind of lacy.
I love that.
And the sparkles that I'm putting on don't always show up the best on camera, like filming, but when you're in person, it's a wow factor.
And speaking of luster dust, I have different size round tips. And to make those iconic bubbles when she comes in the big bubble and the bubbles all over her dress, you're gonna take the top, just
of the
dip
tip.
it,
Yeah.
the top of the tip, dip it in some of the silver sparkly luster dust, and then just put it on the dress lightly.
And look at that.
We got a bubble.
Bubbles. Now I'm gonna show you how we're gonna add that lacy kind of effect. This is so cool. So you're gonna take your paintbrush, put a little bit of the food coloring on here. This is black food coloring. Don't go up and down. We're gonna paint side to side. Look at that. Look at that. Molly, look, look. Look at that.
Beautiful. Look at the dimension it adds.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh
Love
yeah,
it.
oh yeah. Look at that. It's amazing. I'm just gonna keep painting this, and remember, just pro tip, don't paint up and down. If you do up and down, it's gonna go in between the cracks and you're gonna lose that cool detail. So just always side to side and build. You wanna build as you go. Molly's gonna keep making those bubbles, and last but not least, I'm gonna add the black fondant pieces. Black top skirt and her black cape that we cut out. And ta-da! Here are our wicked princess cakes. We have got Alphaba.
And Glinda.
They are so cute. I love these looks. I want to ×5 them and wear these dresses to a red carpet.
Oh my God, 100%. This makes me want to have a wicked party. I can't wait for part 2 to come out.
This was so much fun. It's bringing back a lot of memories when we made our first princess cakes.
Oh my gosh.
Those were so funny.
That was so funny. I think that was all pipe. That was pretty much all piping. We didn't do any fondant.
It was just American buttercream. And the thing that I love about princess cakes, you can decorate them that way. You can just use icing. You can use sprinkles. You can get creative and use whatever you have in your kitchen. But I will say, Molly, over the years, we're getting better.
Mwah.
I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Nerdy Nummies. Let me know in the comments down below what other things you'd like to see on Nerdy Nummies. If you guys enjoyed this baking video, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up.
Oh,
Oh, Molly, you hit that note.
Pop you.